Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our first Q&A after we just saw the mid-season finale for The Walking Dead Season 9. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen the mid-season finale yet for The Walking Dead Season 9, absolutely incredible episode. I'll have in the end screen videos after you guys are done watching this one. Definitely want to check out the review for the episode. I did a review, reaction, and then we did a breakdown for that amazing trailer for the second half. Definitely check that one out because, oh my god, this second half of The Walking Dead Season 9 looks fantastic. So I think it's safe to say we'll title this one that the mid-season finale just saved the series, right? Or just is killing it, right? Because, you know, I mean, this is a big one right now where it's like, you know, a lot of us were really wondering and the fan base was really uncertain about how The Walking Dead was going to proceed on without Rick and how, you know, how good the episodes were going to be. And I think if they didn't really nail this mid-season finale in these last few episodes, the show would be in a really bad state. You know, you'd have a lot of people looking back and saying, well, it was better when Rick was on, or I watched it up until Rick left, and then I just stopped watching. I think if anybody, just about anybody, watched this whole first half up to this mid-season finale and watched this episode, I can't see how anybody wouldn't be absolutely just on the edge of their seat waiting to see this next half of The Walking, like waiting for February. You know, that's the thing. I'm just like dying. Right? Like, Christmas is great and all that stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Looking forward to that. New Year's coming up. Like I said, it's good stuff. I want February to be here now, you know. I want to see from the trailer we got to see, man, Daryl meet Alpha. I want to see, you know, Daryl versus Beta and Beta body slam Daryl in the middle of a freaking wall. I mean, this stuff is amazing, dude. This back half looks so good, and this mid-season finale was so amazing. I'm just going to say, I think it basically saved the series. I think it pretty much saved the show. If it wasn't this good, you know, you would see the series continue probably to decline and become less and less popular. But I don't see how anybody could watch this episode through, watch this mid-season finale through, and not think like, this is some of the best stuff they've done. Like this, you know, I know you don't have Rick there, and Maggie's not there either, so you're missing some, you know, important characters there, and Jesus is gone now too. But man, this was absolutely incredible. And, you know, one of the things people keep saying is like, it feels like the old Walking Dead again. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, this, you know, to me, this feels like something totally new. Like, this feels like, it feels like some of the best The Walking Dead has ever been, certainly in this first half of The Walking Dead Season 9, but it also feels like it's new territory, a new group of villains that's more savage and different than anything we've ever seen before, and a new group of surviving heroes, really, with different, you know, leads, with different people in positions of power than were before. You know, instead of it being Rick that goes up to the gate or Maggie that goes up to the gate to meet Alpha, we have it be Daryl, and it's like, it fits, you know what I mean? You have Tara there as well, too, and she's going to, you know, is she going to go out to meet Alpha, or is she going to send the dog? She's going to send the dog. So Daryl's going to go, and it's awesome, man. It's freaking awesome, dude. I am so pumped after seeing this mid-season finale. It is amazing, man. Like I said, it really just, it freaking killed it. And it put us into a really good spot, I think, for the next half where people are still going to be interested in The Walking Dead. They're still going to want to check it out. And that probably speaks to, also, if you look at the last two episodes, how the ratings didn't really change even after Rick left. It wasn't like, you know, a lot less people are watching the show now than were watching it before. Pretty much just as many. And I think it'll probably go up from here after this incredible mid-season. I mean, who's not going to want to watch the second half now? It's just amazing. So we'll go through some of your guys' Q&A comments and questions right after seeing that big finale, see how you guys are feeling about the series right now after that mid-season finale. You guys know I thought it was amazing. TobyTVOfficial says, the Whisperer who killed Jesus wasn't Beta. He was the person which Daryl takes the skin off. So just for everybody there, because a lot of us had been thinking, like, when you look at the gate, there's a pretty big Whisperer out there. And, you know, to some of us thought, like, okay, it could be Beta, that kind of thing. I think it's pretty safe to say right now, when we look at the trailer for the second half, that's probably not him, because he does look different in that one. I mean, when you see him, it's like, you know, it's pretty awesome. So, but that Whisperer was super scary too. I mean, when he told, you know, basically told him that, you know, that you pretty much, you know, you guys have, you know, wandered into our territory, basically, or you've come into our land, And so that's why this is happening, right? Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening to you. And oh my God, it's just unbelievable. But at least they got revenge for Jesus. At least they were able to take out the Whisperer who killed him. And now that they've kind of figured out what's going on, they're probably going to be a lot, better at dealing with them. I mean, this is the type of thing where this is such a good tactic that the Whisperers use, that if you're not aware of what they're doing and you can't get that reconnaissance back, it's sort of like a technology or a weapon. The Whisperers have a certain type of spy, camouflage-esque type of weapon going on here. And if your group is not aware of the fact that they have this, it could be they could wipe you out. Like if you're not able to get that information, know your enemy. If you're not able to know that enemy, to know that information about them, then you could be picked off. Your people could be systematically picked off without realizing it, and nobody would be the wiser. It takes Jesus' death, unfortunately, in this case, and the others fighting for their lives to survive in order to get that information back and actually to capture Lydia and bring her back, because otherwise, man, they're really, the Whisperers are very fearsome, because you don't know they're even there when they are there until it's too late, and then it's like, and then you miss and then you die. They make you miss and then they make you pay. Jack Goldberg says, some real shit must have went down between the communities. It's so tense. So the tense scene between Michonne and Carol, and from the trailer as well, we might get some flashback sequences in this back half of Season 9 for possibly what happened between the Kingdom and Alexandria, and why Michonne they've kind of got this standoffish type of relationship between them, confrontational type of relationship where they're not really happy to see each other, they're not really hugging and all that on purpose, and man, yeah, there must have been something that happened there with the exes and all that. So we'll probably get to see that in this back half of the season. Uncle Easy says, please be careful of your thumbnails. Your death predictions video thumbnail was a huge spoiler. Didn't even watch the video, but saw the thumbnail and was like, fuck, Jesus is going to die. LOL, I hate spoilers, but usually love your videos. So it actually wasn't a spoiler. This one was a death predictions that ended up being right. And the thing about it is, when I do death predictions videos, some of them are right, some of them are wrong. A lot of them are wrong. Usually they're wrong. I've been thinking Tara was going to die for like 6 years now, or 5 years. I mean, I didn't even think she was going to make it out of Season 4. If you watch my death predictions for the second half of Season 4, I haven't watched them recently, but I probably thought they were going to kill Tara off before the end of Season 4. Season 5, I probably said the same thing. Season 6, I probably said the same thing. Season 8, did I think they were going to kill Morgan off? Before the whole fear announcement and everything else that they decided to do with him, I kind of did. I really wasn't sure, right? Maybe instead of Carl, you kill Morgan or something. Yeah, I really wasn't sure for that. So sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. If they're right, I can't. You see, you can't use the reverse, like that. It's not a spoiler if you don't know. If you're doing a prediction, you don't know for sure. There's plenty of times I've done thumbnails showing Morgan as a zombie, or I don't know, Gabriel's a zombie, or whoever, and that's not what ended up happening. So in this case, it just happened to be right. FGS Gaming says, do you think Negan will go bad or do good after his escape? So after he's escaped. So probably a little bit of both, but now that the Saviors are gone, it makes sense for him, because he wouldn't know that the Saviors were totally wiped out, most likely. He might have overheard some people talking, but I don't think he overheard as much as he thinks he thinks he would. So for him, he goes back there. He's probably expecting some Saviors to be there, and for him to kind of return and whistle out, and for them to realize he's back. But it looks like from the preview, maybe there might not be anybody there. I mean, there may be basically zero Saviors there. But I'm happy to see him escape, and I'm looking to see him maybe redeem himself a little bit, or do something for the good of the survivors, because really he has no home, he has no group to go back to. He's gone back home, and he's found out that too much time has passed, and there's nobody there anymore, right? So it comes to question, what makes a home? Is it just walls and a roof, or walls and a roof, or is it the people that are there? And what's Negan gonna do now? He's gonna be a bit aimless, so he's gonna have to refine what he's going to do, right? Because there's, the Saviors are basically no more. Jacob Prunier says, Trev, I am shocked. I love that. It was so awesome. So I'm shocked too, man. The mid-season finale was it was so amazing, especially the ending of it and the trailer for the second half. it's just, I'm really happy with how this first half of the season turned out. I did not think it was going to turn out to be as good as it did. It turned out way better than my expectations. ADog00 says, I thought Beta would be taller. I don't know. He looks pretty tall to me. I mean, keep in mind he's fighting against Daryl. And Daryl's pretty big himself, right? He's one of the bigger, tougher type of survivors that there is. And he's got 2 knives. And Beta still picks him up and slams him in the wall. So who's going to win between Beta and Daryl? I don't know, man. Maybe we'll go with Beta with this one. I hope Daryl. I want Daryl to win. Don't get me wrong here, guys. I want Daryl to win. But maybe that's a topic for video. Who will win, Beta versus Daryl? But this week, you know, he's pretty big, and I think that he doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be that big. I think he's big enough as it is. And Two Fierce Clan says, Trev, we've seen Beta. I know, man. I'm so excited. And Alpha too. Alpha's one that I wanted to use at the start of for the thumbnail and everything for the trailer breakdown, because I feel like after seeing the episode, I didn't see a whole lot of people mention Alpha's meeting with Daryl at the gate. It seems like because she's small and she's at the front, you see her kind of walk through the others. It's kind of like, is it not? I thought it was, when I first watched it, my first instinct was like, it's a guy. But then afterwards, you know, when you look through it again a few times, it's like, oh no, it's not. It's Alpha. That's Alpha. Cool. So that's really sweet. And man, I couldn't be more excited for this back half. It's going to be a long wait, man. It's going to be a really long wait. Tassie McCormick says, I guess we can put the RJ isn't real theory to rest. Yeah, I think so too. And I'm happy to hear that, because Carol did mention to Michonne and ask how RJ was and how Judith is. So we got confirmation there that, yes, in fact, RJ is real. So we can put the conspiracy theories to rest, I think. Yeah, I'd say so. Cowboy says, love you, Trev. Keep up the good work. I look out for new content from you every day. So thank you, Cowboy, and thank you for all you guys for tuning in every day. I hope you'll continue to do so. I hope you like the videos and that you enjoy what we're doing here, and we want to keep right on going. And the last one will be from Dolores Bird, who says, I do believe AMC will renew Walking Dead for a 10th season. Let me say first and foremost. So, and then got into some other things afterwards about possible cancellation shows. So I think after watching this episode right here, it's a no-brainer. It's going to be renewed, obviously. This is the best stuff. I mean, you know, The Walking Dead is the best series AMC's ever had. You know, I mean, Breaking Bad's amazing. Some of the other series are amazing. But, I mean, going on 9 years strong and to still bring us episodes like this after that much time and that many episodes and, you know, the amount of ratings it's had and everything, they're not going to, you know, kill the golden goose. They're not going to whisper that shit. They're going to keep that thing protected with huge, giant hilltop walls, 10 rows thick, and the best, 100 daryls to protect the thing, right? They're not going to let that thing, fizzle out or cancel it or anything like that. Not when they're producing this kind of quality. I just don't see it. Even if people are not as interested in it as they once were, you see episodes like this and you think, wow, how could you not be? I just don't get it. It's amazing, man, what they did this half. So that'll be it for this video. Check out the other ones if you guys haven't seen them all yet. Definitely check them out, because this was I think, a special mid-season finale. And this is what we watch for. These episodes like this is what we're into the hobby for, what we're into The Walking Dead for, is when they bring us something of this kind of quality, of this level. It's like, wow, yeah, that's what it's all about, man. If you guys like this video, please thumb it up below, share, favorite, and subscribe at the bottom left. Thank you all for subscribing. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. I'll see you guys soon again for another video.